everyone, and welcome back to my second channel. I may sound a little bit congested right now, apologies for that, but I am sick again. I just had tonsillitis and like strep throat, all of that great stuff, and now I'm sick again, but with a runny nose. So it just, you know, the universe is throwing sickness at me left, right, and center, but we're strong, we'll overcome it. I did, however, want to do a vintage haul because I think it was in my most recent vlog I mentioned how I was going to the Hamilton Antique Mall with my mom, and I inserted a few clips of that there. And the Antique Mall is insane, okay? If you live in the GTA, there are people who will drive hours for it. It is worth the drive. It is literally like 5 floors high of just antiques, and it's huge. This place is huge. The first time I ever went in, I got lost, like legitimately lost, and started to get scared because I didn't know how to get out. And you can spend hours there. The first time I spent like 4 or 5 hours there, and I only went on 2 of the floors. You could literally spend days there and still not see everything. It's insane. So definitely a must check out if you're an antique lover like me, or if you're an ASMR artist and need props, it's the perfect place to get props. So I wanted to do a haul. So first up, I got this beaded bag with the little pearl tops. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm planning on doing a 1920s role play with this. So basically for my ASMR channel, I want to do ASMR through the eras. So every month I'm going to post a new eras role play. So I have 1920s, like kind of flapper glam roleplay planned, and then 1930s secretary, 1940s nurse, I think. So I've got a bunch of them planned. I've got the 60s flower power makeover, all of that fun stuff. And you bet yourself I'm gonna go to the antique mall every single month and get props for each of the videos because I'm committed. So I got that first up for the 1920s one. It's absolutely gorgeous with the beading there. I love it so much. Oh, look at it glisten in the ring light. So pretty. And then this one I didn't actually get from the vintage mall. I got this from Winners of all places, but I wanted to show it because it just matches the bag so beautifully. And it is a little flapper dress. How perfect is that? It was 25 bucks Canadian, which is amazing. I mean, come on, it's got all the flappery things. It's perfect for the role play with the beading as well. It matches nicely. I was so happy that I found that and that I didn't have to order one from somewhere or something. So that was a score. Now I wanted to get a bunch of items that I could use as like props or just have in the background, because for my ASMR videos I don't like to use a green screen. For example, this background that you're seeing right now I used for a Marie Antoinette roleplay, so I really like to keep the backgrounds real. I think it just makes the roleplay more immersive, and I personally don't like watching ASMR with a green screen because it distracts for me. So I want to produce content that, you know, I like as well. So I always like to buy items that can go in the background. So I ended up getting a ton of these vintage books, and I was really careful with these because I made sure to get all of the ones that were published in 1920s to make it realistic. So these are some 1920s gorgeous books. These were, I think, like $5 or $10 each, but they're stunning. And, you know, if I ever have a gorgeous library one day, then these can go in there. English prose, Walpole Lamb. Honestly, I have no clue what these are. I just thought that they were perfect for the video. And I loved that I got green, blue, and then a nice red one at the end. Oh, plus, I loved the spine of that one. It's so cool. So I got those, very excited about that. Then I got this, which I thought was so cool to like hang up or either use, I'm not sure, but it is this for spring, this Chic Comfort Mercury ad, hosiery and lingerie of quality. So it's a lingerie ad, funny enough, but I thought it was beautiful, and it is from the 20s, April 1929. Late 20s, but it is the only one I could find. It's also Canadian Home Journal, so it's a Canadian ad, which is also pretty cool. But your girl did get it from the 1920s, so it's real, okay? We're on brand for that one. That one was a bit more expensive, actually. It was like, oh no, it was $7.50. That's not bad, but for a piece of paper, it's kind of a lot. Then I got this little jewelry stand. I liked that it was kind of rusted and brassy. My mom actually picked this out because I, of course, went with her and she was helping me find stuff. I thought that this would be beautiful to like kind of layer pearls on and have them hang down. Kind of like what I did over here. Have some pearls hanging all over it, right? In the background. It's very 1920s flapper-esque. Okay, then everything else you're seeing in the background is from the haul, is what I'm going to be showing you. First up though, I did forget I have this on the ground. This is a gorgeous mirror. You can see I'm watching The Real Housewives right now. It has a little birdie on top, and this is another piece that my mom picked out. She actually picked it out for the Marie Antoinette role play, but I didn't end up having anywhere to put it because it was too tall to fit on the shelf. But I'll definitely be using it in other role plays. I want to do like a princess video, so maybe something for that. But regardless, it's gorgeous and it'll look beautiful in my new apartment. Okay, now some items that I didn't get from the antique mall, but I still think are worth noting. All of these pictures you see here are from Michaels. It's from Michaels' newest collection. It's their like spring, I don't even know, coquette collection or something, and I went ham. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, these pieces were expensive, more expensive than the vintage items I got. But when I was looking at the antique mall for old pictures that I kind of wanted like this, they were just a bit pricier, and I was with my mom and I didn't have, you know, 7 hours to go and sit through the rooms and rooms of old paintings to find more affordable ones. I just didn't have that kind of time on my hands, and I knew that Michaels came out with this collection, so this was a lot easier for me, but like I said, more pricey. This one alone was 50 bucks. I know, a lot. But I do love the little gallery wall. We have this one, which is, you know, with the willow and kind of like Monet style painting, the little river there. Then we have this ceramic piece along with that one, which is like a cameo style, and then this little press for champagne. It's actually a doorbell, so you can press it. However, I was really annoyed because the button on it, the little white button, broke off, and instead of telling me, like the worker just being like, oh hey, like the button's broken, just go grab a different one, they just taped it on, which I was super annoyed about and didn't realize until I was back home. And I bought it in Hamilton, like because the antique mall, it's close to a Michaels, and we don't live there, so I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna go all the way back to the store and return it. Like, I ended up fixing it with glue, but I was just like, it's kind of annoying. Why wouldn't they tell me, you know? A little bit hurt by that. But yeah, they do have the little press for champagne, which I think would be super cute if maybe you live at home with your parents or something and you have like the little doorbell outside of your room. Oh, I think that's so darling. So yeah, those ones I didn't get vintage shopping, but like I said, I didn't have time to go through the paintings there, but I do want to go back one time. It is a bit of a drive, but I think it's worth it, and go and sift through all the paintings because it's just so beautiful and so cool. And at my new place, I really want to have one of those old vintage style gallery walls with all the vintage paintings. So I do want to go back there and spend a solid amount of time looking through and finding some more affordable ones so I can make that vintage wall for my new place. Now let's move on to this shelf. First up, we have this. This is, again, a gorgeous candle, but it is from Michaels. I did actually thrift a mini one, which is in this little bird cage. So that one's from Michaels as well. This one's 25 bucks, so she's pricey, but she is real wax. Then we have this beautiful pottery set. So the candles are not stuck in there, but this is absolutely stunning. And I mean, how Marie Antoinette can you really get? That is just beautiful. They have a ton of this style at the antique mall in blues and pinks. I think it's a really common like pottery style, Canada art pottery, I don't know, but they're everywhere around the Hamilton Antique Mall, and I can guarantee that the ones that I bought are going to be replaced. Like, they always just have this style, so it's really popular for them, but I can see why, because it's gorgeous. So I got the 2 candlestick holders and then the really large vase there. Okay, next up I got this little shoe. I mean, I had to get this for the Marie Antoinette roleplay. Originally, I wanted to put like little feathers or something in it, but we had a huge blizzard here, so I am completely snowed in. Your girl cannot go anywhere for a few days. Thank goodness I have tons of food I stocked up before, but seriously, the snow is like past my knees. I am snowed in. There's no way I could go and get feathers for this, but I thought it was so darling with the little pink shoe. Oh, it's so cute. I can't remember how much this was. I couldn't tell you, but probably around like 10 bucks. I just moved you over here because this one's kind of heavy and I don't want to honestly pick it up right now. But it's this kind of like washing vase with a little tray. This one I want to say was around 30, but the other ones were more expensive. So I thought that this was a steal compared to some of the other ones I found. And I loved the pink color for the Marie Antoinette role play. I mean, look at this whole shelf. I mean, it's an aesthetic. Even this little pink cloth I bought from the antique mall, I found it buried in a trunk case. Couldn't tell you how much it was. Found it, you know, on a fluke. Then the bird cage with the clock inside and this other little mini candle guy that I was telling you about. Again, from Michael's, but beautiful for the role play. And last but certainly not least, I have this little tray here. This one I think I actually did get. No, this one might have been from Michael's as well. And then these macaroons are from Winners. If you're ever wanting macaroons, Winners always has some. I can't eat them because I'm vegan, but I on occasion do buy them, whether it's for shoots for my clothing line or for roleplay videos like this. And they're really cute for that. So if you are a photographer and are looking for macaroons but don't want to pay a ton of money, be sure to go to Winners or HomeSense because they have them and you'll save a coin. They're like $8 for a pack of 6 or something, which is much cheaper than if you were going to go to Lottery. A couple larger items, so I'll insert footage of that. I ended up getting this typewriter, which is beautiful. It's in really good condition. All of the buttons work. I think there might be one dead button, but compared to the other typewriters that I saw, it was cheaper and the other ones were more expensive and more broken. So really couldn't go wrong with this one. And I ended up getting some vintage paper to go in it as well for the role play. I thought it was so beautiful for like the 1930s secretary role play and to just be in the background of the 1920s video. And then I also ended up getting a couple gorgeous, I can't remember what the print is called with the blue and white, like, I don't know, is it Polynesian? I can't remember. But these pillows to go in the background for like a Cinderella role play and a Christmas tree with little bows and like the cutest pink decorations all over it and a pink angel on top for a Christmas Marie Antoinette role play next year. Oh, and I also got the standing like mannequin. My mom found that for me and it's metal wire and that's amazing. I've already used it in a few videos and I love it so much. Mom really scored with that one for me. So yeah, those are all of the items that I got vintage shopping. Your girl did a very big haul. Not gonna lie, she was a bit expensive, especially when you take into account that the typewriter was like almost 200 bucks. But I am committed to role plays, okay? I would much rather spend the money and create content that I'm really proud of and that I would also love to watch myself. Yeah, Goodnight Moon. Her vintage role plays are stunning. They're just so well executed. Like, definitely inspiration, especially for the vintage role plays. I haven't watched all of them, but I've seen a few of them, and her backgrounds with all of the props are just so gorgeous. And I mean, you have to like appreciate the amount of work that went into that, but also the amount of money that went into sourcing all of those items. Like, it just makes me appreciate the content so much more. So I mean, oh, just gorgeous. She did it perfectly. Yeah, that is everything that I got in this vintage haul. Wanted to share my finds with you guys. I'm currently sourcing some items for, like I said, the upcoming role plays. Like, I really want to get like record player, like a vintage one, of course, and then even a vintage, what's it called, like a standing radio. Oh, that would be so cool. And plus for my apartment decor, it would just also be beautiful in there. Make me feel kind of like more moody and just, you know, you gotta love the environment you're living in as well. There's always a way to, you know, justify a purchase, yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave any requests for other videos in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next one. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and if you're also snowed in, then keep warm and eat some yummy food. Bye!